Can you see us?
No, they can't, because I put up the website, and so everybody is watching right now. So it should be something like Inception, where you have the YouTube thing, and then you have your YouTube thing in the YouTube thing and stuff.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear us.
Oh, hi guys!
I simply switched to us. It's us.
It's us again. I'm afraid.
It's yeah. We're missing somebody here. Yeah.
Again, yeah. Our co-host really is not in the best of health. Well, actually, here's his daughter, isn't this time?
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, there was a lot of discussions already, and Greg actually lives somewhere in the region where there are wildfires. So, fingers crossed that you're fine, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Greg. Good evening, Chris. Good evening, Lawn Dog. Good evening, Gordon.
PM Chris.
Paul is here. Yes, of course. Yeah. All the nice people are already
Christian.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian. Yeah. Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lawn Dog.
SX Man.
SX Man.
Of course, man. They are becoming regulars, man.
They certainly are.
Yeah. They do.
Yeah. So, I had a lot of stuff.
Brainy
this week.
Things. Okay, funny name. Never saw you before. Hey, mate.
Hi, Brainy Things.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Cheers. Salute.
Yeah. We're starting with Coke.
Yeah. Beers come a bit later, guys.
Who are you today? You got a name. I don't have a name. I got the cheap
Oh
one.
yeah. For some reason now our co-was Daniela.
No, I don't need to call you Daniela all the time.
I can live with Daniela.
Christian lives in Germany. Okay. Where do you live there, mate? I'm from born and raised in Düsseldorf. So this is by Cologne.
Hi,
And Rory is there.
Hey,
More
Rory.
Canadian.
More Canadian.
Frankfurt. Oh, okay. I think you taught us before. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess a lot of you saw the various things we were playing with on the channel. I was. Mainly
You're a busy bee.
Been a busy bee.
Yeah. And Lon already praised him and said, okay, the amplifier video is out.
Yeah. I will actually say one. I'm just trying to do a few other repairs other than amplifiers. I'm trying to vary it a bit for you, the other of you guys who don't fix that stuff. So I will. I have some more amplifiers here. But I have a few other things as well. So I'll try my best to vary it up a bit. I think.
Yeah. Spoiler isn't me. I don't kill the amplifiers. No. I just play loud guitar.
If the amplifier's working.
Yeah, sometimes.
So a lot of you saw this thing, the cheap and handy
Wait,
SSD.
let me get to the... Okay.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Cameraman. So a lot of you saw this thing, the cheap and handy SSD tester. I can't find it. I've put it somewhere. I've spent 5 or 10 minutes hunting around to see where I've put the thing.
I thought the box in the trash.
Oh no, I took it out of the box. It
You
didn't
sure?
go in the trash. Yeah. So this little thing, Detlef found it. And I know Julie says quite a lot of you have bought these things. I mean, they're about €6 or something like that. This link actually is working. And for some reason, the other link has changed products automatically, like by magic. Look, it's up to €3.07 now.
What? Oh, it became cheaper. Guys, click now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's choice day. This is probably a choice day thing. Yeah.
Oh yes, choice day, August, ends August the 5th. Okay, you guys looking for one of these? They've gone down in price even more.
By the way, in your video, you never you suggest that this is to connect the drive then via USB to a computer, right?
Yes.
But you never tell the people, oh, you can use this just to slap on a...
I'm sorry, yes. I actually recorded that bit and didn't actually show it. But yes, if you connect this to your computer, it works as a normal standard USB to SATA adapter.
Yeah.
So it is also a USB SATA adapter.
Yeah, and the one Richard has in the video is actually number 2. Mine is somewhere lost over there. Yeah, I probably need to order a new one.
Yeah. So,
yeah, this now belongs to the store. It never comes back.
But yeah, it was a great little item, that. So somebody commented, did you all see the video on this little thing, by the way? I hope you did, so you know what we were talking about. Why so many apps in the Canary Islands? Oh, we'll come to that in a moment, Rory. Some people commented that it would be handy to have a NVMe version of this, and this is not my doing at all, but for some reason, is it F11 to get out of this thing?
Function F1, yeah.
Function F1. For some reason I can't explain, I've lost everything.
You get it open. You get it open there. So, yeah, I think this one.
This one.
Scroll up.
this one. So we found this one. This is the same thing, but for NVMEs.
Wow, so many space on this desk right now.
Yeah, so it does the same thing. It tells you, onto there. Yeah, it tells you the USB interface. So whether it's USB 3 or 2 or whatever, hard drive power on times, detect the cumulative running time, total write volume.
If you watch the video and you think, why does all these SSDs have so many power on power off cycles? This is probably parking the drive, you know, from back in the days. I'm so old. When you really park the drive, this is probably something where it simply goes into sleep mode and then powers back on. So it does this in some milliseconds probably. So this is probably the high
power
on-off count.
Yeah, I did wonder why that was so. This one for NVMEs, we'll order one. That's what I'll be doing in a week or so. Let's have a look at that one as well. The thing with NVMEs is true that the more times you write to them, eventually kind of like wear out. Oh, Sudhir, Sharma, hi man. Another person.
Okay, I don't know.
Anthony then, what does this do?
Yeah, I tried to follow.
Oh yeah.
What does this do?
The crystal disk. Okay, right.
Anthony, well, you had the idea with that.
Yeah, so basically this is like just a little test. Like, as Detlef said, it does nothing special. It's nothing that you can't do with Crystal Disk. But to use Crystal Disk, you've got to attach the hard drive to a computer, one way or another, power the computer up, run Windows, and run your Crystal Disk. This is just a little device. You just plug the hard drive on and it just tells you. So you don't need a computer, you just attach it to a USB power supply, and that's it. If you're using for 3.5-inch physical drives, you need a 2 amp 12 volt supply as well, a wall wart. But the point of this, you can just literally slap drives onto the thing and just test them. So if you have a whole batch of drives to look at, it's just quick and easy. But the thing I really liked is we often go down to the flea market and we see laptops with drives in, or we just see drives. We saw some 1 terabyte drives today at the flea market. And we have no idea what condition they're in. So because you can run this thing from a power bank, just stick it in your pocket, stick a power bank in your pocket. If you're wandering around the flea market or somewhere, you want to, if the drive's any good, just stick it on there. It'll tell you. It won't tell you exactly if there's any like surface errors on the drive, but at least we'll tell you it's working.
And what I normally like, I have these little adapters lying around when I need to connect a hard drive to my machines or something. Because I don't have, like you have a test board. And normally, when I test a hard drive, I normally do this via USB.
Yeah.
And this way, I now can get rid of all these cheaper ones. Oh, sorry, this is my phone.
Yeah.
Now I can get rid of all the cheaper ones. And
use this cheap one.
And I simply have a glance over there and can tell, okay, hard drive health is not that good. Maybe want to back up this before this really goes tits up or something.
Yeah. So basically, it's not doing anything that Crystal Disk doesn't do. It's just a convenient thing.
Yeah, and for what's the price? €3?
At the moment, okay, so the USB SATA is saying €3. I think I'm not logged in. I think if I log in, it'll probably change to about 5 or 6. I've noticed this. I always see a cheaper price if I'm not logged in. But I know a lot of you guys have been buying them since I put them on there. And they're a few euros.
Yeah. I tried to catch up here. Lon says we're slowly leaving the SATA interface, and maybe is the one thing, so we need to start collecting things for that interface.
Correct.
Yes, my friend.
We have a stash of them, don't we?
And I don't missing the SATA interface.
What moment?
Yeah, we were playing around with NVMEs with 4 PCIe lines, and this is so freaking fast. And Rich will get into in this machine is we're just building with 5 PCIe lines in there. So
yeah, it's correct. I mean, we've been buying all sorts of various. Can you get some?
Try the overhead. Try the overhead.
So yeah, I mean, we have like a little stash of all these different adapters and things and. All these various.
See, something like this I couldn't use because I don't have a machine right at home. No, I don't have a machine at home where I could.
Yeah, but that you could.
That I could, because I could.
It's a SATA.
I could put this into the adapter. And test NVMEs. And actually we checked NVMe supports smart, so this could be interesting if the thing sees a smart thing through adapter like that.
Here's another one. This is a converter.
M2 to something?
It's from M2 It says M2 Wi-Fi.
What?
Oh, you put a Wi-Fi card on it.
Really?
And an M2. Is that what that is? Can we
I have no idea.
What is
I
this?
didn't know this existed. This is probably a bit close. You have to go to the webcam over there. And
Okay, one moment, guys.
I'll get you to the other computer.
We didn't even know we got this thing.
NVMe to M2 Wi-Fi?
NVMe to M2 Wi-Fi. So
Next generation form factor. Okay, so I can see NGFF1.
that's all there is. So, yeah.
Level M2 SATA. Yeah, I know, yeah. Greg.
So yes, we have been buying all sorts of little little things.
Overhead?
Yeah. We've been buying these. I agree with you. You need all this stuff these days.
Mm.
You really do. I've got a very small little NVMe. You plug an NVMe in. It was USB, wasn't it? It's like a little stand.
And you know how this goes. We talked about this morning, and guess who forgot the thing to bring? Yeah. Skippy Kai! Hey! Coming to the stream today, guys, but I wanted to say hi. Oh, this is nice, mate. I'm pretty sure the piezo acid LED perks was the principle of called coherer effect, which is a fascinating subject. Yeah, the thing we did last time with Carlos, where you revitalized the LCD.
Oh, yes! That was really interesting.
Yeah, some things I don't know, yeah.
That was really interesting.
Nachtwache, German. In fact, there's also a SATA drives in the stick format, this NVMe ones. Yeah. The one that highly expressed adapter work for NVMe and SATA. Yeah, you have to look for this. This is how the keying, there's a little notch on the connector, and it tells you is it M2 or is this NVMe, and sometimes it doesn't work like this way around, and standards, you know?
Yeah.
Standards should be something
exactly.
Always the same and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to date elsewhere?
Okay, well, I just can answer a question that somebody asked further
Oh,
back
yeah,
up
please,
there.
please do.
So somebody asked further back, why are there so many amplifiers on Gran Canaria Island, or the Canaries? The answer is because everybody likes to party. So, I mean, like, there's pubs and bars and clubs, but like throughout the summer, I mean, we're in San Fernando, which is next to Playa del Inglés and Maspalomas, they big resorts, and not just for the tourists, but throughout the summer in San Fernando town, there's been events on almost every weekend. They just set stages up and they have parties and events, and it runs all from like June right through until September. And then we have the big carnivals with all the floats coming down the street. So basically, people like to party. That's the only answer to that. Why there's so many amplifiers. And because it's generally 30 or 40 degrees centigrade out in the day, and this is all outdoors, and it's still 30 at night, and there's a lot of dust in the air if we have a Koima, that's why these amplifiers get a bit...
Yeah, and salty air.
And salty air.
Believe me, pots don't like salty air.
So the answer is because the Spanish love to party. And it would be a shame not to... what's the word when you appreciate somebody's customs?
True.
It would be a shame not to join in. Okay. So, shall we play with some? Oh, did anybody see the video with these? But you can't see them.
Wait, wrong camera.
So these are TL071s. Do you mind if I put you back onto the microscope camera?
Hit me. No.
I got these off AliExpress, TL071CP. I had an amplifier, rather two amplifier boards, and I thought they may have 40 ones. When I tested them on my tester, they were actually okay. But these all fail on the op-amp tester. And Detlef and myself were talking this morning about this. I made the comment, I don't see how anybody would actually make fake ones of these because they're so inexpensive. It costs money to print new markings on the chip. I don't see how it would be economically viable even to make fake ones for what they sell for. But they do look a bit... What do you guys think? Do you think these look a bit strange?
from the Netherlands, Harmersberg. Hey, my friend.
Oh.
I said these are probably rejects. So imagine a big chip factory, and they have some chips that don't make it through the testing, and somebody simply going through the trash and seeing, oh, they're about 1000 TL. What you got there?
071s.
Yeah, and yeah. Greg says the same, factory rejects, and yeah, they're simply slapping this together, doing a real nice price. And you know, if you find 1000 pieces of this, there's still a margin to make.
Yeah. Well, they're less than I think I paid something like €2 something for 10.
Lon says there's no money in making fake ones, but there's money in selling
ones that don't work. Yeah. This is what. Yeah, this is my theory. So I thought we'd have a quick look at these. I'll get the multimeter. I'm going to stick one on the tester and see what I can see around the chip.
Well, this is with a hand cam, so
yeah,
everybody
let's
gets
figure out what's going on with the chips.
Yeah,
we are. We're going to get. So we're going to try and figure it out. So let's get the chip tester. Unfortunately, guys, I actually soldered the working ones back on the amplifier boards, so I don't actually have one off the board. I mean, I could unsolder one, but it seems a bit extreme considering the PCB is not in the best condition. So this is the actual op amp tester, and for a single op amp, just plug it in. It should flash the LED. It doesn't flash. What I didn't try is this switch, which is sync and source.
Oh, still doesn't flash.
So that is green, I believe, is syncing, and that is sourcing red. So it definitely doesn't work.
Did you change the current?
I tried the current from 50 milliamps or 20 milliamps.
I didn't expect something.
I have a 10 volt. I have a 10 volt supply, but we can stick like 12 volts, something in this. I mean, these actually work on up to plus and minus 20. So in fact, if I go up to 30 volt supply, that's like plus and minus 15. Yeah, that's what they would run at on the actual amplifier itself.
Did we set the caps for this voltage? Just asking. Just asking.
Oh yeah, what? I don't know what voltage we set those caps to be.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to have a look at that. Yeah. Oh, good thinking, Detlef. What voltage capacitors were on this thing? What did we use? I think we used 50 volt.
Could be.
We used 50 volt. Ah, it's safe. It's safe. Get the camera back on.
50 volts. Okay.
We use 50 volts.
We're game.
We're game. So yes, the ominous op amp tester, you can use it on the 30 volt supply, and the LM317 will take up to 32, I think, or something like that. But it still doesn't work. It doesn't sync. Doesn't source.
No.
Let's get the multimeter.
Okay. There you go, my friend.
So what do we have? Let's have a look.
Let me try to read a bit up. Somebody said, oh yeah, Nachtwache. By the way, does Richard take suggestions for a new All You Need to Know video topic?
Yes.
Please do.
Please do.
Yeah.
Try the chip the other way round.
Well, you don't have anything to lose, right?
You don't have anything
maybe not
to
on
lose.
maybe not on 30 volts. Maybe bring it down a bit.
Can we see the multimeter?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Everything in chart.
So this pin is ground. Pin 4. And then pin 7. Sorry, I have to get my hand in. This would be supply.
27.
27. That's fair enough. So 2 and 3 are non-inverted inverted input.
8 volts.
8.3, 8.93. So I think 3 was the non-inverting, so we can look up the datasheet quicker than me for a TL071. But I'd say this is inverting as 8.38. Sorry, I think that's non-inverting. Can we check? I'm sorry, I need to check this.
Just try what PM says. Try the chip the other way around.
I will.
If the printing is wrong for some strange reason, this would be, by the way, a reason to reject the chip.
What's on the output? 5. So 3 is higher than 2. So surely the output should go down to the negative rail.
True. So no function, which absolutely is right because we don't get any blink.
Yeah. I mean, I can get another type of op amp. It doesn't have to be the same sort of thing. Ooh, that's a bit warm.
Oh, try it. Try the second one.
Let me get the thermal camera a moment. So with a 30 volt supply, thermal camera. Unless you're going to tell me something, I'm sure.
It tells you that the chip is probably broken.
Probably tells it. It probably does tell you that the chip is broken, actually. Thermal camera.
Okay, I try to get everything in shot at the same time.
Camera. Yeah. I'll just set the rotation direction if I can. Right. Oh, there's my chip. 70 degrees, 67 degrees.
Toasty. Yeah. I think this one is a goner right now. So don't put this bit back into your try. But try this is the other way around.
With another one.
Yeah, with a fresh one. Yeah.
So
because this one is probably 70 degrees.
Well, before we do that, let's try with a lower voltage supply. With the chip in. So we'll put the chip in. This other way round, by the way, it's not just the actual the notch in it.
Yeah, but you know, maybe they put the
notches like
the housing making machine the wrong way around.
I have no problem sticking them in, putting them the other way around. Just straighten the pins. I have no. We can do it.
Feels wrong, I know.
Can somebody look up the data sheet for the TL071 and confirm it is plus and minus 20 as the maximum rating? In fact, I'll do this. Let's have a look. So, TL071 data sheet, okay. Maybe it's a 20 volt supply, not plus and minus 20. Let's have a look. Data sheet. I need scroll that. There we go. Come on, tell us something useful. Yeah. So negative input on 4, positive on 7, which is correct. Oh.
18.
Plus and minus, plus 18 or minus 18. That's 36. Yeah, 36 is the maximum.
Why do you still make noise? Why do you do this? Sorry.
Okay. So we should handle up to 36. The power supply only goes to 30. Right. Let's try it to lower voltage and see if at a certain point it fails, if you see what I mean. Maybe this is a 5 volt chip or something. So we don't need the actual...
Chris already, yeah. So you're powering this by...
So I'm going to power it up off the power supply again. And I'm going to give it... 10 volts. So that's like plus and minus 5, yeah?
No, it's getting toasty. For the the thing doesn't have to do anything. This is just should be sitting there stone cold.
Yeah. 33, 34. Let's set a power supply to 5 volts and stick another chip in. Maybe these are some sort of 5 volt chip.
Do the thing turn around. Come on.
Okay.
Humour me and PM.
One more go, I'll humour you. So we'll put the chip back. Here's another one. So I've set the supply to 5 volts. That's the ambient temperature of the room, 29.
Slowly climbing, yeah. Very easy.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't. Yeah, you're right. There's a hotspot coming up. Okay.
So at 5 volts, the chip is quite happy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go up to 6. Just do, I'm 6.2 now.
We don't have a blink. No.
No, it doesn't blink. It doesn't do anything. But the temperature is like, at 6 volts, it's kind of out. It's not hot. 7 volts. Not really.
Yeah, and Anthony, I would look up the specs, but I need to hold the camera.
The specs for what?
The specs in the data sheet, yeah, temperature and stuff.
Right, it's 8 volts. It looks like something's happened to it.
Well, it looks pretty much the same as the other ones did, because there's a heat hotspot to the right of the side of the chip.
It's 8 volts. Now if we turn up any more, I'm up at 12 now. And the chip fails. Look.
You got some left, right?
Yeah, I've 7 left.
Okay. Okay, come on. Let's do the wrong way around test.
Okay, well, what voltage do you want on this?
12 is fine.
You want 12 volts with it on the wrong way round?
Yeah, let's hit it. Yeah.
Okay.
Worst thing that the chips gets hotter than it did before.
So we check
and we see it on the current
So you want to put it in the wrong way round?
Yeah. Oh no, it's current regulated. It can't even cook.
Oh, that's only set at 20 milliamps as well. Maybe I should do it with the 50 milliamps.
Well, let's go for the wrong way around.
Wrong way round at 20 milliamps.
You've been fiddling around long enough. You need to switch on the power.
I do. I know that. Wrong way round.
Okay, no blink. Okay.
No, the LED doesn't even light up now. No.
No.
So wrong way round doesn't really...
Yeah, you got scammed. And the problem is probably, what did you pay for 10 of those? These 2
euros.
Yeah. You probably don't even go for making a complaint about this.
No.
Because it's way too much work, and this is how they get away.
Yeah.
Because nobody would complain for 2 euros for 10 chips.
I have an interesting question then. Because this tester is current limited at 20 milliamps, what if I stick one of these into a bit of breadboard and connect the supply across it at 30 volts plus or minus 50?
There's breadboard?
There's a breadboard.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like not on the because the breadboard's not connected to anything, right?
Yeah, and we can actually see the current on the.
We can see the current on the power supply. Okay, so this is going to be fun, right? So we'll put the. This is another one, fresh one. So we want just to get a couple of 2-pont leads.
Greg says, I filed a dispute for 4 euros item and got a refund. I normally do this too, yeah. Yeah, but I think most people won't. For something like 2 euros, they would sit around and ask themselves, okay, why doesn't this work? Is my circuit somehow defective or something? So, yeah, normally they don't have a tester like this lying around. So our Chinese friends get away with this. And what we're trying to do now, give it 12 volt and see...
Well, I'm going to ramp the voltage up and watch the current.
Yeah.
So, ground
4
is 4, power is 7. And we know the data sheet says up to plus or minus 18. Yeah?
So, more than the power supply can generate.
More than power supply can generate. Here's a good question. Why do they call these DuPont leads? I mean, this reminds me like of Star Trek, like Jeffrey's tubes. Does anybody know why these are called DuPont leads? I hate asking strange questions. No, actually, I love asking strange questions. Don't know why these are called DuPont leads.
Of course, they're DuPont leads. They've always been.
Are they for bridging connections?
They've always been DuPont leads.
Are they for bridging a connection? Because like DuPont is like on the bridge, isn't it, in French?
I don't know. Could be. I never questioned this because it's DuPont leads.
For that matter, where's the name Jeffrey's tube come from? Is it something?
Probably the designer from the show.
The inventor
made himself invincible. No, that's not the right word.
Okay, so there's the chip. So do we want the thermal camera or just the wattage?
Oh no. Yeah, well, turn it up and let's see what the current says on.
Well, that's what the current says. So we're going to give it. We're going to start off at like 5.
We don't get any current at all.
No current at all. Just go up to 5 volts. So 4.9. Just alter the 5.1. So there's no current at 5 volts.
That's weird.
So the chip can handle that. But there should be no current at any whatever voltage.
So if we don't see any current, there won't be any heat.
5.7, 6, 7.
There's some 10.
Oh, at 8.5 we have about 10 milliamp.
Yeah. Which is weird, because it still shouldn't do anything. Oh, we have the inputs open. This could be oscillating.
Oh, okay then. Let's give it a chance. So we short the inputs to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's your answer from Greg. The origin traces back to connectors types formerly produced under the Berg brand. Berg, German.
Okay.
Later acquired by DuPont and now produced generally by many manufacturers. As a result, DuPont.
Thank you, Greg. Talking of strange questions, have you ever guys wondered this one? I came in this one day this week and said, I had a really strange question in my head this morning.
Switch it on.
Why don't spiders get stuck in their own webs?
Less talking, more testing.
Okay. Okay. So we've shorted the.
Starting to sound like GLaDOS.
Wait. So at 5 volts, we have a little bit of 10 milliamp. 5.7. 8 volts. Oh, at 12 volts it went up a bit then dropped down again. So it's only a tenth of a watt. Oh, now it's going up and back down again.
Yeah, but just for 20 mil at 22 volts, okay.
Oh, let's just go all the way.
Well, you got about 0.6 watts going on there. Yeah.
Thermal camera.
Well, go. I'll show you guys the thermal.
If I find the thing. It's cold. Oh, see it, stupid. Stupid bit looking at the moment. Yeah, it's there.
Oh yeah, it's a bit toasty.
Okay, so they're fake. I mean, you should be able to apply that voltage to that. It should not draw any current. 600 milliwatts. Okay, guys, they're fake. or broken.
Or broken. Or rejects.
Or rejects.
Not even fakes, but rejects.
Yeah.
And I think Lon said this. Yeah, probably wouldn't make sense to fake them. This is just rejects.
Yeah, this is my.
Because faking them would mean sanding off the top layer, then re-lasering the lettering, and I think for these kind of chips where you get 10 for €2, it's actually too much work to really fake them. But yeah.
I could actually ask for a refund, but I think I'll just order some more from somebody else. There were multiple sellers on.
Normally, I say I understand that, but for saving people to buying the same chip, you probably want to do a what's this called?
A review, a comment.
A comment.
Feedback.
No, this is a dispute. This dispute is the name.
Do a dispute. Okay. Yeah, it's not hot. Okay, so we don't know what they are, but they're not what they're supposed to be. And whatever they are, there's something that runs at like 5 volts or so. But they seem to start failing at about 8.
Well,
so I'd say they're not even op amps. I think any sort of op amp would handle more voltage than that.
Hard to say. Yeah, and since there was a gazillion of possible chips that there could be out there.
There you go, guys. So
you don't have this on.
I know I don't. Well, I've got what remains. So, guys, those don't work. They ain't what they are. They ain't what they are. I need some more Macos here after that.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Yeah. Come on. Somebody said the same that you said with the spiders. Spiders don't tread on the sticky threads.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spiders are clever. They actually remember when they spin the web. Some of the threads are sticky, and some of them are not sticky, and they actually remember where the not sticky pathways are. So when an insect lands in the web, it follows one of its known non-sticky pathways to get to the insect. This is why spiders don't get Alzheimer's, because they wouldn't die of that. They get stuck in their own web before. If you see what I mean.
My brain just went on.
Yeah, you start worrying about spiders with Alzheimer's.
Did you see my
yeah, no, Carter, I agree. I never remember that either. I'd be all stuck in it. Which actually is true. If a spider wanders into another spider's web, it's screwed. It gets eaten because it doesn't know where the pathways are.
Doesn't they have little sharpies that they mark them on and wear in little socks or something?
No, they don't. They don't have little sharpies.
I watched too many just now. Okay.
Spiders with sharpies.
Yeah. Nachtwache, I saw your thing. Nachtwache suggests, by the way, regarding video suggestion, all you need to know about DC motors. Brushed and brushless would be interesting. Check for burn windings, defect Hall sensors. The problem is we don't have this so much around here.
We don't have this so much around here. Okay, yeah, I'll have a look. I'd have to actually go get some motors and do a little bit of a... Yeah, sounds interesting.
Nachtwache, if you want to see some videos about this, Great Scott does BLDC things all the time nowadays. And he had some interesting videos about this topic. So if you want to see something about motors there and controllers, this is maybe something you want to watch until Rich gets something.
Yeah. Does that mean night watch?
Yep, it means night watch.
Yeah, the famous painting.
Yeah. Is it like that Auto Trace results? What? With the spiders, you mean?
Richard, you most buy this, I see by.
Huh? Is this code?
Homsprackle.
What you
Homsprackle.
Try again, please. Not by AliExpress. Yeah, this is what I always try to tell.
Okay. I order a lot of stuff from AliExpress, and the vast majority of it is fine. And to be quite honest, I will in future now. If I order any more op amps, the first thing I'll do is stick them on the tester and see if they work. So I had them sitting around here for a couple of weeks or so before I got round to using them. I was waiting for other parts.
Yeah, but I got the feeling that these kind of things get more and more worse. Because now you got these kind of things where you think, okay, nobody will do a thing with it.
Yeah.
It's such a standard chip, and
yeah. I mean, I can only think of 2 chips I've had from AliExpress that were fake. They're one of them. And the other one was some CD40 something or others that one of the outputs didn't work on.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So generally speaking, they're fine. But the other problem we have here in the Canary Islands is Mouser. Anything I order from Mouser is €20 delivery, even if it's one chip. It's just a standard delivery to you by DHL is really expensive.
But back in Germany, this was after €50. This was free delivery.
I think you find it doesn't work. And the other thing,
I don't know. I never tried.
Yeah, no, it's true. And the other reason is because I'm usually never ordering €50 worth of stuff.
Easy. Mouser, give me half an hour and you've got €400 sitting there. Yeah. F1, hey guys, Richard, did you fix the SSD with the unknown controller?
Oh no, I didn't fix that SSD with the unknown controller, but I did fix the one that Det had on the live stream last time.
This fixed itself. We poked it long enough, and the guy who got this from says, "Yeah, it's working." And I told him, "Please don't trust this thing. Please don't trust this as far. Nah, don't."
Yeah. Edwin, that's an interesting question. I'm not familiar with op amps. But doesn't it need a symmetrical supply? No, the op amp chip actually doesn't have any ground. There's no ground pin. It just has a plus and minus supply. But plus and minus 15 is exactly the same thing as 0 to 30. There is no... I probably didn't explain that very well.
No, you did.
Yeah. So no, it doesn't need a symmetrical supply. Symmetrical is only symmetrical if you use ground as a reference and measure to both of the supply wires, plus and minus. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't. The only reason you might think it does, okay, so the reason you normally have what you call a symmetrical supply on an op-amp circuit is because you have a centre ground, which is halfway between the positive and negative, and the output of the op-amp, when it's zero, it's at that halfway point. So if you didn't have, if you only had 0 to 30, 0 would be down here at 0. There wouldn't be like another half. So for an AC waveform, you haven't got space to put the negative parts in. This is why, again, your AC waveform is symmetrical on 0. So that's why. And with instrumentation op amps, it's so that you can actually get 0 as 0, which is not the same as the bottom voltage rail, because you can never get the output of the op amp all the way exactly, even on the rail to rail op amp.
Well,
to the rail.
Close enough, I would say.
Yeah.
Daniel asked a question. What sort of certification needed to work on circuitry as a technician and perhaps working as an electrician? I have a university and electrical fitting experience from the Navy.
Okay.
When I was young. Okay. Daniel.
These are different things. So for electricians, there are regulations where you have to have certain qualifications. So if you're talking like you're working on mains wide high voltage,
yeah. So everything above 12 volt.
Yeah, effectively. Yeah. So if you're working on buildings, wirings, and like commercial premises and big motors, or you're working on the power grid or something that has specific qualifications. But as far as I'm aware, there's no actual qualification to be an electronics engineer. I took my City and Guilds, which was in the 1980s. So this is a British vocational qualification. It was a 12-month full-time course, and I did that. That's how I got my qualifications. But I trained as a TV, video, and radio repair engineer, and then worked as a computer repair engineer for International Computers. And thinking about it, when I was working at a later date for an industrial electronics repair company, one of the guys there, who became a good friend of mine, Steve, he was actually a carpet fitter. He had his own carpet fitting business, and when he got to about 40 years old, his knees gave up on him because of like all the crawling around fitting carpets. And he was also a radio amateur, a keen radio amateur, and electronics hobbyist. And he actually went to work for the company. He was already there when I got there, and he actually walked in and said, "I've got no qualifications, but this is what I can do. Why don't you try me?" And he took a chance on him. So no, he didn't need any qualifications. I don't know if that's changed now.
I have no idea what the current situation would be there, but I can add something like back in the days when I started with Arduino stuff, so microprocessor stuff. A friend of mine, Christian, came around and simply asked me, "Oh, can you do a data logger for the thing?" And this is how I came to work for 3.5 years for the University in Düsseldorf and developed the hardware and software for them.
Yeah. Carpet installers kicking in the carpets. Yeah, water on the knees. Yeah, that's what he had. So he had to stop doing the carpet fitting, and he went into that. The only other qualification I have, I mean, I have A levels in sciences, but the only other qualification I have is microprocessor system design and programming, which was a 2-year part-time course I did. It was called Stoke-on-Trent Polytechnic. The Polytechnic was a bit like a university, but different qualifications. HNC, Higher National Certificate. So that's the only other one I actually have is that, which was 2 years. It was something like we went 1 day a week for about 3 hours.
I actually have a German master's.
You have a master's?
Well, in German you would call this Meister. This is similar to this is not a universal degree, not an academic one, but something you do in industrial environment.
Yeah. Actually, you guys out there, what qualifications will any of you say if you're working in electronics other than just a hobbyist?
Yes, guys.
What qualifications do you have?
Help Daniel out here. Yeah, let's see what your qualification would be. Yeah.
Yep. Give me a minute to do that. I'll get some capacitors out.
Oh, you got caps out there. Okay. We could start with beer. Paul says bullshit. Okay, for what? The amp you're working needs the new CCT board. Even thinking of cloning it. Too much effort. Rory.
What do we see? The amp you're working on needs a new CCT board. Oh yeah, railway engineer F1. Okay.
Hmm? Well, for me, it depending on company I work for, yeah. Lawn, I'm so with you. Yeah, you could have such a shitty job. The people are nice. Yeah, things is Bachelor in Science.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. Oh, this is not BS. Okay, yeah, not yeah.
Oh, circuit board. Rory needs a new circuit board. I don't think so. Are we talking about the these ones? Are we talking about these ones? The circuit boards are actually, they're not that bad. I mean, I've done quite a lot of, this is the better of the two, but I've patched them up, they're fine. So, no, it doesn't need a new circuit board. But yeah, I mean, you could, if it was really important to you. These days, it wouldn't be that difficult to make these.
No, it wouldn't.
Anymore. Take all the components off, get a photograph.
Well, let me get in closer. Lay it down, please. On the.
Well, let me get the one that had more work done.
Okay. Harm says I have here MTS best tooling for my actually here in the Netherlands. Okay. I'm only qualified as a car mechanic, but I've been working in IT for 40 years. Yes, Christian. Back in the days, this was just, you know how computers work. Okay, do the job. This was the same with me. We probably won't get into this anymore. Yeah. Hand up. So,
this one. So this is the one I did the most rework on around here.
Whoa.
No, it's not in the best condition, but most of the tracks are okay. But yeah, you could, if you so wanted to.
What is this for?
These are amplifiers. This is one of the channels off an amplifier.
Audio, okay.
Audio amplifier, they're 800 watt each.
Okay.
And there's two of them in the amplifier. So, yeah, you could. I actually had, if some of you guys got a long memory, and this is before Detlef was here, and it might have happened otherwise, is I had some boards off air hockey machines. You know, like those table things you find in arcades with like you blow air, you have a puck and you hit it.
We talked about that, yeah.
Yeah, we had 3 boards on them. One worked most of the time, but it was intermittent. The others didn't work at all. And I changed a lot of parts, and basically all the tracks were corroded. There was corrosion everywhere in the tracks, and that was a double-sided board. And if I'd known what I know now, because guys, I learned and I improved my knowledge, I think now I would have actually had a word with Det and say, Det, can we make replacement boards for these? Because there were a number of these machines out there, the boards were available but very expensive. And I would have said just to get new boards made and literally take the components off the old one.
Turn it around, please. If I would do a rework of this board, I would.
It's single-sided.
Yeah, I'd probably drop anything. Okay. There's a reason for that. Okay, and because normally I'd say let's get it more compact and do most of it in surface mount.
It's single-sided. Obviously, all these devices bolt onto the big heatsink that this fits onto, and
you can tell.
Into the units. But these old amplifiers, I mean, they sound different to modern ones. That's the first thing you'll say. This is why people want them repaired. I've also got another one here, 3,200 watt, same make as this. So yeah, you could. I'd class that as restoration work, but yeah, you could. You could.
Alon asked
20 years ago, you couldn't have done, not easily. But,
yeah,
but these days, yeah, you could recreate that.
Yeah. Lon asked something along these lines. If you have a relatively simple circuit board and you wanted to recreate a copy of it, is there a method to copy a circuit board after removing all the components? Didn't we do this in a video?
We did this in the video, yeah.
Yeah, where we scaled it and then put it into EZDA, I think, and we simply draw the things.
Yeah, we actually created a circuit board, yeah, we did. Double-sided is not so difficult. We did a double-sided one.
I think we did a double-sided
We did a double-sided one.
We did a photo of front side, back side, flipped the other one around, simply stacked them over.
Yeah.
So now you need something to lay out, to make all the little vias fit.
Yeah, if you search my video, so you go into my channel and just click on the little search for my channel and put something like make schematic from PCB, you will find those videos. We did a couple of them. And although that was really to make a schematic from the PCB, at the same time, you could also make a PCB. Once you've got the schematic, you could make your own PCB. So yes.
Yeah. And for a single-sided board, this is even easier.
Yeah, yeah. We did this. One video we did was single-sided, one was double-sided.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And we were doing power supply boards. So yeah, you could do that, guys.
Yeah.
Interesting to know if any of you have done that. Oh, talking to PCBs while we're talking about it. So hopefully, again, quite a few of you guys know about this little competition we launched to design the smallest possible signal generator, audio signal generator. And I've spoke to PCBWave, so they're going to send me some pens, their PCBWave pens, they're fitted in. And I actually asked them, what's the smallest PCB you can manufacture? And PCB came back to me, PCBWave, and said 5mm by 6mm.
Which is tiny.
Which is tiny. Yeah. So, however small, if you're interested, we have one entry so far. Somebody sent me a day or two ago. I haven't replied to you yet.
You have two because
we two, and we have three because we have mine. So we have 3 entries so far to make the smallest one. So yeah, if you guys are interested, down to 5mm by 6mm.
And I have no idea if my idea will work.
Oh, do you want to talk about yours? Did you bring the thing in?
We can. The BP, the photodiodes are somewhere at your place.
Are they?
They are. They're not my place.
They probably as lost as the other thing that I lost.
Look, if you find a little hard drive adapter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were sitting around talking about the frequency injecting thing, and we of course I slapped together something there, and I really didn't think, because I was going, okay, let's do this. So I left space under the battery, which is a shame because you have a double-sided board. You get always a double-sided board. So move your components under the battery on the other side of the board. Easy. But then I thought, okay, I have a switch in there. I always need a switch because I can't leave this running because it's a battery, you know. And with these little batteries, they will be gone after 2 hours, maybe. But you need it only for a short time, so this would be fine. And then I thought, okay, if I can get a different power supply for the thing. And now I'm hoping Richard finds this stuff.
I'm just looking. You sure you left that with me?
Yeah, I'm sure. It's in a little bag, and it's just BPW 34 or something like that.
Okay, let me have a look.
In blue lettering.
I've been very proud. I don't know what that thing. It's probably with the other thing.
Well, let me see if it's somewhere here on the shelves. No, it isn't.
Okay.
No, it's not living on the shelf. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where I put that. It'll turn up tomorrow, of course.
Well,
straight away.
Kaluka, moin. Hope you're fine, mate. Yeah. So what I came up with at the different power supplies. So I came up with photodiodes. And I think I know light-dependent diodes, I know Schottkys, I know things. Photo-dependent diodes, you maybe remember them from old calculators with a little strip on there that simply work by solar. These are photodiodes. Oh. So if you put light on them, they generate a voltage.
No, I'm sure you had that back, man. Back, man, not Batman. I'm sure you had that back, man. That little thing. No.
Isn't it fine?
Okay, so Deb made a little Vero board type thing with a strip of these photodiodes on.
I can try to.
We
can try to film this. I think I can log in here.
Okay.
So entertain the people, please.
How would you like me to do that?
Sing something or something.
Oh no, you guys do not want to hear me singing. Okay. Capacitors. We're gonna have, while Detlef's doing that, we're gonna have a look at these capacitors. So these are the ones I took off that amplifier board we were talking about. Some people said in the comments, Richard, you didn't test the ESR. And I made the comment that in my experience, the only time it's worth testing ESR of capacitors is low ESR capacitors. That was my theory. So, oh, here's Detlef's thing. Can we do this?
Yeah,
with a
I
camera.
have to film this and I have to check what I'm seeing in the.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is going to be horrible. Let me go to the 3D view. This
There
is
you go.
way more easier.
Okay, so this is Detlef's idea.
Okay.
Right.
Camera, and then this will switch to this, and then I have to switch back to that,
Right.
and then I can focus. Okay, so this is a 3D view. I think I have this now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diodes over here. This should get me in bright sunlight about 2.5 volts. This should be enough to run anything. And get my components on the back. And this isn't that much because this is one of the tiny logic.
Tiny logic Schmidt trigger.
Yeah, and this is an inverting Schmidt trigger. So inverting, and with an inverting Schmidt trigger, you can easily do a frequency generator. You just need a cap. One of these caps is the thing, and you need a resistor and cap. I think it's these two. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you're doing a AC decoupling thing here, so you have a pure AC signal.
Yeah, get into the
Just
signal generator.
Push it through that one, and then you're done.
Yeah, and the signal generator should be square wave, by the way, or square-ish wave.
Yeah.
Because it generates lots of harmonics, which means no matter where you're injecting the signal,
Okay.
even into an RF signal, you'll usually hear something.
Yeah. So that way you just have ground, because this is doing something, and it's a signal generator.
Yeah.
So
So that's the idea.
PCB would be 34 mil by 7.7 mil, so 8. So 35 by 8.
Detlef is setting the target.
And well, I'm guessing the 5 things here, because 2.5 volts would be nice, but at the same time I think you need bright sunlight. So
Yeah.
maybe you put on one more diode. Let's see how this works.
I think the tiny logic needs at least 3 volts or 3.3.
No, it starts as 0.9.
Oh, okay. Fine.
But I don't know if the Schmidt trigger function will work, because this normally has a hysteresis for about 1 volt. So
Yeah.
you maybe need at last 2.
Oh, 2 volts something, yeah.
This is all guesswork, yes. Yeah.
Clever man. Clever man.
FX Clinic, hey guys, long time lurker here.
Oh,
welcome
yeah,
to the
Clinic.
channel. Welcome to
yeah.
the stream, mate. Yeah. So, yeah. This could be an idea. We'll figure this out.
I've had this one for years, FX Clinic, yeah. Which one? So, FX Clinic, do you know about the competition we have, which is to design the smallest you can signal generator? It's a signal injector, yeah? And whoever comes up with the smallest one will get some built by PCBWay. But not only the smallest one, as I said, anybody comes up with some interesting or innovative designs, let's do it. You can have more than one winner. I mean, there's no payment for this, it's just fun. But whoever the design them gets shown, and you can put on PCBWay as a shared project, and if people want to buy some, you get free, well, not free, you get a commission. Yeah. 10%. So, shall we get some beers before we...
oh, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tropical or San Miguel?
No, San Miguel, please. San Miguel was on sale.
Okay, one San Miguel. I have a Tropical. I think for me.
Newest technology, we have a coffee maker. Of course, the little restaurant across the office is closed right now for 4 weeks. So we needed an emergency coffee maker. Yeah. I know, first world problems. Absolutely.
This is a strange thing in the Canary Islands. So, like, we have a bakery near to us. And, like, if they go on holiday, they just shut.
Yeah. FX, sorry, but look at that link. We can't, because you're not an admin, so you can't post links. Sorry for that. If you can get a search terms, we'll find this out.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Paul, you're right. The children are awake. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so shall we...
Okay, didn't overflow the keyboard.
Tropical.
San Michel.
Salute.
Salute.
Cheers. Is Kalika in Finland?
No, he's in Germany.
Oh, he's in Germany. Okay.
Yeah.
Kalika just spelled out like a Finnish word.
Yeah, it looks a bit like that, yeah, too. Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes wind up waiters in the restaurants here. They'll have a meal, and if like, you've left something, they'll come over and they'll say, Are you finished? I say, no, I'm English.
Oh, this is Paul. You're right. To Carlos. Yeah.
To Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos,
If you look at my friend, if you watch my friend, yeah.
We put be holding the cans up to the camera. The camera isn't on. So, what do you guys think about ESR meters and non-low ESR capacities? Is there any point in measuring the ESR of capacitors which are not low ESR? Interesting. So, let me just find the ones at the same value. So, 1000 mic. These capacitors all came from those amplifiers. I took them all off. And apart from a couple of the 2.2 microfarads, which read a bit low, and some of the 4.7s are actually full, so all the rest read okay. Well, these are 1000. Oh, there we are. I have 4 of them here, all 1016 volts. And if you watch the video, they read about 1000 microfarads. Okay. So what's the ESR like on these? I'm interested myself to see. Well, first of all, let's just zero the ESR meter. It's close enough, isn't it? We can zero it. I think that's close. Yeah, it's good enough for cranking that, don't you think? Okay. So, oops, technicality. Let's see. So, I think we could say they should all read basically the same. 0.085. I'd class that as low ESR.
Yes, I would do too. Yes.
But these capacitors, I'll have a look at it. I said I didn't know how old these amplifiers are, but I bet if we look at some of the ICs, we can see a date code to give us some idea. So this one, even better.
Is there a date anywhere? I wonder if they came from the capacitor plate era.
I'm going to have a look at the minute SX64, man.
Yeah.
It was SX64.
Chris asks.
Chris, 0.054.
Still good.
All good.
As Sexman says, Rich, with that meter, I have one. I find there's a marked difference if you test ESR with the leads versus a plug-in. Okay. Is there a plug-in thing?
Well, no.
Okay, which has a cheap version. Yeah.
Oh no, there is a plug-in down there.
Oh.
I've never even noticed that.
Ooh.
I've never noticed that. Well, the reading. Yeah, I never even knew there was a plug-in down there. I'm assuming that's a plug-in.
Paul says, how come no one tests capacitance at elevated temperature? Which is a good question, my friend.
We do here, it's 40 degrees. I get a completely different reading. I've never even knew this was a plug-in.
How would you zero that just with a lead? Right?
Let's have a look. Plug it in, hit 0.
You could get a DuPont trademark.
Okay, we've zeroed it.
Yeah.
Read 0. Okay, I can change the range. So range. This is 0 to 1 ohm range. Oh, you can't zero it, can you? Because you have to short the leads to zero
Get
it.
a DuPont cable and do it.
Yeah. I did something. I'm not very
good.
good at zeroing things, as I know from that LCR meter thing.
And as X-Men says, you have to be sure about the polarity.
No, because this is a 100 kilohertz tester. It's AC, so how can the polarity matter? If you look at what's coming out of here on the scope, it's 100 kilohertz frequency.
No, it went off.
Yeah, because I pressed the wrong button.
Okay.
Okay, power on.
I think you need to hold this, yeah.
0. Now let's try the capacitor. I'll show you the polarity doesn't matter. The leads are a bit bent on and they're very short as well, doesn't tell. .05.
Okay, still low as
Still very, very low.
Yeah.
So I find the leads easier if you guys don't mind.
I would say it's the same, yes.
Yeah, because these capacitors have short legs and they've got solder on them.
Yeah. Stumpy short legs.
0. I'll put it where you can see it, can't I? Yeah, see it already enough. So these are the 470. I think there's only a couple of these 470s. So 220, 220. And these are all 220. The only ones that seem to fail according to the capacitance meter are the small ones, the 2.2s and the 4.7s. 220. And these are all 220s. It'll be the last one I pick up. 220. Could be the one I couldn't see. 470. Okay, so I have two of them at 470. So I would say from what I've seen with these capacitors so far, they're good. Let's get the date code, mate. That's higher. I mean, bear in mind these are not low ESR, but it's not bad.
Oh, Nachtwache said we could all use Richard New Zoe ZTDQ02, see if it agrees with the ESR.
Okay, right. The thing with that Z2DQ is this is a 100 kilohertz tester, but we can't. That actually has 100 kilohertz. Yeah, let's get it. Amazing. Shall we see if we can figure out how old these things are? So we need to get this under.
Date code you probably get from a chip if there's a chip somewhere.
Well, the only chips on the TL07 ones. There's one of them. And if that's a date code, you can't read it. CCCYCT. No. There's the other chip.
Same unreadable thing. 48, I see something 48.
Yeah.
This could be a date code.
These capacitors, I've already changed all the capacitors on it.
Okay.
What else should have a date code? Transistors?
No, usually don't know.
5101. Could be from 2001.
Well, could be. Yeah, 51st week. Yeah.
Maybe.
So this would be right in the capacity plague era.
Yeah, it would be. But that capacitor plague era, if you notice, it was always low ESR capacitor.
Reasoning there, yeah, true.
Yeah. I don't know how old these are. The transistors, I've replaced them all. The output transistors have all been replaced. Oh, the relays. There's a relay here somewhere. Has that got a date code on it? That thing.
Sometimes they have.
I'm just trying
There
to.
was something on top.
Yeah, try to get the focus of it. Finde.
Sounds German.
Or Finder. Finder.
Yeah, yeah. Look on top. Look on top. I think there was something on top.
24 volts DC.
0300. Yeah. Third week, 2000.
Could be. So I think from around 2000 is about right for this.
Look on the PCB if you see a date for somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Kaluka made this, had the idea.
I'm just looking now if I see anything.
Or carbon dates a PCB.
Carbon date, you have to burn it to do that. It must do a good job of burning itself, to be honest. No. Oh! There's something in the corner there. No, just like a model number, something CIM 190. If you look up this amplifier, I tried this to look up the amplifier, which is a Music Son, like Music Son or Son, P802. And I googled for Music Son P802 year, and AI said there was no definitive year that this thing was made.
Well, the AI doesn't have a screwdriver and can look at the chips.
No,
or
true.
The transistors. But I think we're pretty good with a guess about early 2000.
Yeah.
Dark Depth. Eric, good evening. Eric, when are you on the island? Maybe you could be a guest star on the show here.
Oh yes.
Nachtwache says the Zoe should have a selectable frequency.
Yes, we can get it.
Huh.
Zoe. I'm just going to find it now. Okay, we have the Zoe. The reason I don't use a Zoe as an ESR meter is because the ESR varies depending on
Can we do this on the overhead shot? No, maybe we can.
yeah.
Ah, it looks like we can.
No, I can't get them into that, so I'll have to use it this way. So let's get some clips.
Paul says 100 kilohertz is too high for an electrolytic.
I believe 100 kilohertz is the standard frequency for measuring ESR. That was how I always thought that an ESR meter basically is a 100 kilohertz tester. Because I'll show you this now with the Zoe. So we switch it on.
Can you see, guys? Can you guys see this, or should I do a hand camera?
Get the camera a bit closer to it. Do a zoom.
Periscope down.
How about
Ooh, red lettering.
yeah, but it won't be red in a moment when I go back.
Okay.
When I go to the range. So we want function C for capacitor, okay? And then we want the secondary thing to be R. I think R is the actual ESR resistance. Oh yes, you go to, right, I remember, you go to R on the secondary parameter, and then you have a button that says series or parallel. And we want
Model series.
parallel.
Okay. Click again.
Model series, model parallel.
Yeah.
No, series, it's a series resistance you want. Yeah, ESR. Equivalent series resistance. Right, let's have a look at some of these. So these we're reading very low. I will observe the polarity with the leads, but I honestly don't think it makes a difference because it's AC. What do we have? Yeah, 0.169. That's about the same as you read when it was in the socket on the other one. But that is at what frequency are we on?
Nachwache says frequency is still 1 kilohertz.
Yeah, it is. I'm just going to change the frequency. This button.
Let me try if I can get the overhead to focus.
That's 10 kilohertz, okay?
Sorry for the focus, guys.
Okay, better. Excellent, okay. Okay, click OK.
No, I want to keep this open. And this way I have both of them available.
That's 100 kilohertz. Yeah, 0.06. That's about the same as I got on mine. Let's just go to mine. On this one. So 100 kilohertz. Connect the leads. Yeah, 0.08. It's not a million miles away. 0.07. Yes, they're both in the same ballpark. So from what I can see, these capacitors are actually good. Try another one. And we'll also try the polarity, so just to prove the point. So I have the negative on the black.
Dark depth, you have no idea how much tools and gadgets are laying around here.
0.35. Go the other way around, so the positive on the black. 0.38. 0.34. It's the same. The only ones of the capacitors I found that were bad were the 4.7s. They were really bad. That's a 0.22. I can find them here. Probably these ones. That's a 47. That's one of the 0.47s. Just give me a moment, guys, and I'll find them. And we can look at them. 0.22. And some of the 0.22s were about 20% down on the values. I thought that was not so good. 0.47. 47. How come it's always the last ones you pick up? Is there some reasoning to this? It's always the last one.
Guys, I'm reading your comments. I'll I'll put them in a moment.
0.22 again. I've got a couple of the 4.7, so let's look at these. So there were 4, 2 of them read okay, 2 of them read really bad on capacitance.
Yeah, this could be a thing.
Look, 113 ohms.
For a cap, this is really
That is
high.
really bad. 113, and then we go with one of the other ones. Okay. 5 kiloohms. I told you one of them was really bad, and one was just bad.
There are some understanding questions here. Paul asks why you use 100 kilohertz.
Do you know? I think because the reason being that when I bought an ESR meter, which is the first one and only one I ever owned, it's a 100 kilohertz tester, and that is a dedicated ESR meter, and it only does 100 kilohertz. The mode is for the actual resistance range, so to 10 ohms.
Oh, could this be because low ESR gets more interesting with the higher frequencies?
I think we have to Google this, guys.
Because you know, for low frequencies, ESR isn't that important. But if you have some switching power supplies where you're in the 100 kilohertz or megahertz range.
Ah, this is probably true, yeah, because usually you're reading ESR on low ESR capacitors, and these are used in switching circuits. So 100 kilohertz is probably a good one to go for. Yeah, let's Google this. So what AI or something says.
I'll get you over to the other machine.
Why do ESR meter use 100 kilohertz? Yeah. What's he say?
Okay, Gemini says.
There you go. ESR use 100 kilohertz because it allows them to be accurately measure the equivalent series resistance of especially electrolytics and tantalums. There you go. At this frequency, the ESR becomes the dominant factor in the capacitance impedance. So yeah, 100 kilohertz is the correct frequency.
I'm sitting here and learning new things, you know.
Me too. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
Paul says the test frequency needs to match the capacitance with the owner's manual.
On this one, on the that one, it gives you some suggestions on the frequency to use for different capacitance, but what it doesn't tell you anywhere in the manual is to use 100 kilohertz. It never even mentions it. Yeah, Kawuka, yeah, we learn until we die. I agree.
Yeah, Lon says to me that's more an engineering question. Cheers, mate. Yep, I simply buy my caps and simply fill them in.
Other frequency can be used. 100 kilohertz is often a good compromise for many capacitor types and applications. Yeah, it said there's that frequency, the series resistance is the overriding factor in the reading. The dominant, as he called it. Yeah. So, guys, 100 kilohertz is the correct frequency for an ESR meter. Yeah.
There was another one. What's good? What I think it was a Blankenship. Somebody asked, "What's a good cap? Or what's a bad cap from the ESR value from the?"
I think the answer to that depends on the capacitor. So, a low ESR capacitor, specifically designed to be a low ESR capacitor, so something in a buck converter or a VRM or a switch mode power supply, I would normally expect them to be 0.1 or less.
Yeah. And
0.0 and 0.01 and 0.00 something are not uncommon. So the higher the capacitance, the lower the ESR, I would say. So well, let's get some good ones.
Nachwache actually says it's in the data sheet.
Thank you, thank you, Nightwatch. You are absolutely. That's the answer. It's in the data sheet.
Yeah, and Dave. Oh yeah, it was you, Dave. Of course. Low compared to what?
I would expect low ESR capacitors. The higher the capacitance, the lower. But these are some fairly typical ones you would find on motherboards. If we could have a look. So,
Oh yeah, there's a chart on the thing, right?
there's a chart.
Oh, I zoom in on the chart. Oh, you want to put it on the micro?
Yes, if we can focus. There's a chart. If I can just get into the chart.
No, come on, we do this with the camera.
Yeah, we can do it with the camera. Go on.
Yeah. Sorry for the shaky cam, guys. Trying to get in here. Yeah, okay. Standard worst case electrolytic capacitor ESR table.
Yeah, so the higher the voltage, the higher the ESR. Generally, that's because the dielectric is thicker to withstand the higher voltage. So if the dielectric is thicker, the plates are further apart and the resistance would be higher.
And don't ask me how they came up with these numbers. Some clever guys probably came up with these numbers.
Yeah. Also on this meter, it actually says good. It tells you on the display. So ref for a 25 volt reading is overflow. If I just go to get a capacitor. So this is a low ESR. Can you see it? 1800 microfarad, 6.3 volts, typical motherboard capacitor. I'm expecting this to read about 0.0 something. I think this comes down to experience. Remember, I've measured a lot of capacitors for a lot of years. Yeah, 0.09. I said 0.0 something. That I would class, and it tells you there, reference for 25 volt is good if the capacitance are less than 1000. But in actual fact, this is an 1800 or so. You would suggest that tells you it's bad.
Yeah, people are requesting data sheets. So Light Runner says, look at the data sheets for Cap Sports. Says, get the data sheet and see what the test frequency is.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the answer is data sheets, but I think the kind of like rule of thumb is you just get used to them. I expect like motherboard capacitors from the VRMs to read this sort of value, and that's just experience. If I find one that's bad, it usually reads an ohm or more, you know, or experience. That's all I can say.
Dan, you get this new favorite tool that you have in your tool bag. Dan says the circle opening size and the angle of the curve tracer will be different with good and bad caps.
The circle and the
with the curve tracer.
Yeah. The circle opening size and angle of the curve tracer will be different. Okay, so the angle of the curve tracer depends on the value. It also depends on the frequency you set it at, obviously.
True. Yeah.
I mean, well, you know, guys, I use the curve tracer as a comparison device, basically. Oh, that's an interesting thing. You know those faulty op amps that we had?
Oh, sorry, complete out of focus.
I think these are the ones we didn't destroy. So if I stick...
Can you throw the ones away?
No, I stuck them all back on again, didn't I?
Damn.
But if we get the curve tracer and we go from ground to the various inputs, you'd expect to see both inputs, 2 and 3, looking the same as each other. Inverted and non-inverted input. Let's have a look.
Look at the data sheet. People are still requesting data sheets. Doctor there, yeah, I saw the link. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, test the op amps. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the answer is look at either A, look at the data sheet, or after you've had quite a bit of experience, you just know what to expect.
Okay, Nachtwache comes up with a rule of thumb. When newer stuff, if it's below 1 ohm, it's like 40. It's bigger than 1 ohm, sorry.
Yeah.
It's like 40. Between 0.1 and 1 ohm, check the data sheet. If it's below 0.1, it's probably good.
And Nachtwache, I would agree with that totally.
Nachtwache, I'd probably sign up to that. Yeah, this probably would be my rule of thumb too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Where you will read ESRs much higher are things like bulk capacitors, like the big smoothing capacitors. But remember, they're designed for mains voltage. They're not low ESR capacitors.
Can I give this a heart?
You should give it a heart.
No, I can't. I can't hide the user, which I don't want to do.
Okay. Fair enough.
I have no idea how to do this. Okay, Nachtwache, I think you nailed it. Yeah, without data sheets. Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. So let's look at this one, the curve tracer.
All right. You got half an hour to do something, yeah?
Well, this won't take long. Away.
Cheers, guys. Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm interested.
Okay.
What we can say is that we've destroyed some of them.
Let's go for the overhead camera. Yeah.
Switch it on.
Does it apply to flux capacitors too?
Possibly.
Every time now.
So let's have a look. So I'm going to measure. Let me just turn the capacitors all the same, chips all the same way round, so it doesn't confuse you guys. I'm just going to put them the same orientation, okay? So let's just do this. I'll take a moment. Remember, we've killed some of them.
Hope the curve tracer still works. I see a red line that wasn't available on the other one, yeah?
Yeah, the curve tracer. So the one that didn't have the red line, they actually
1.2.1 giga ohms. Great Scott!
Yeah. They refunded me on the one that didn't have the line, and I just bought another one. So effectively, they just replaced it for me, and they told me to keep it. So I kept it here, and then Detlef came along and said, "Oh, can I have the batteries out of that?"
Of course, I stole the batteries.
So Detlef appropriated the batteries. Right. Let's see.
Ulrich, good evening, my friend.
Can you guys see that?
Is this okay for you guys, or you need a shaky cam?
So I'm going to measure from ground. In fact, to make life easier, let me plug them into the breadboard. I think this is going to make life a bit easier for me. So, up amp, yeah.
Katha's watching on her phone, so yeah.
This is ground.
You sure you get a connection with poking into the breadboard?
Yeah. With these sharp leads you do.
Okay.
So that's one of the
These
inputs.
are not the sharp leads.
Okay, so on that one, both those pins look the same.
We got a connection. I shut up.
And that looks like that. And then we have another one of them. Another one. Oh, that's interesting. You see, we have that one there. I think on right. If we look up the chip, this is important. This is interesting. This is interesting because it's on these chips. Pins 1 and one of the other ones are actually no connection. So let's find it. TL071 datasheet.
I should have done this before, yeah.
Okay, I have it. So we have datasheet.
Oh, sorry, Katha. I thought you were watching on your phone.
Can we find the pin out? I had the pin out before. So there's definitely some of the pins have no connection. Of course, you can't find it when you're live. You never can.
It's always a problem.
Happy clappers are going.
Yep.
There's a picture of the thing and it shows you. Right.
There you go. 8 is not connected. Yeah, you're right, Lon.
Yeah, 8 is not connected. And it's just 8 that isn't connected. Okay? 8 is not connected. Right, let's have a look. So.
Oh, now we open datasheet.
8 is not connected. So if I go to pin 8 on here.
Okay, you have to say what you do, and I try to film this in a.
Okay, this is pin 8. Or something connected to it all.
Well,
right?
it could be internally connected to something, and you simply don't connect anything to it because of reasons.
Okay, so pin 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there's something on 8. I'll try another one. I mean, we did kill some of them, so it's a bit hard to say. Right, so pin 1 looks like the other one did.
I already can't remember.
2,
This looks similar.
3, that was similar. Yeah, that was similar.
This all looks the same.
It looks the same?
I can remember. Yeah.
Right, one of the end ones from one end or the other is going to be the dead ones. So this is the other one. That was the same. That's that funny thing. Yeah. Don't know.
Still on the fence. Well, we know they don't work, so
We know they don't work. Without a
yeah. So now you know they don't work with a colorful trace.
yeah. Yeah. I could look at the ones in the amplifier. The problem is with the ones in the amplifier, they're in the amplifier. And because of the PCBs, I don't want to actually dismantle them. But let's have a look quickly. Well, so I'm on the amplifier board now.
Okay.
So this is ground.
Wait. Remember, the chips are in circuit now. Richard is measuring
Onto pin 4
in
again.
circuit over there.
Okay, so oh no, wrong way. This is pin 4 here. This is the way up. So this is pin 1. That looks different, but again, mine's in circuit. That looks like it's on the other one. 2 and 3. Then 5. Looks different.
This looks really
There's some capacitance in there.
Yeah, but this is probably in the circuit, yeah.
Yeah, but that's just a capacitor.
Yeah.
That's the power rail port, and obviously there's capacitor, smoothing capacitors.
Dave asked, "Are you in a swimming pool?" Yes. You know, you don't want to look under the table here. Yeah.
But there's something interesting here. If you can see the chip where I'm on, so I'm measuring from ground, yeah, to pin 8, and it shows open.
Okay.
So no matter what is in circuit, it wouldn't look open if you compare it with one of these things which I've got. So ground to pin 8, I'll just put it right in the breadboard. So blacken the ground again to pin 8. It doesn't look open. Can you see that? And no matter what's in the circuit, it couldn't make it look open, could it?
Okay, people saying pin 1 and pin 5 are supposed to be 100 key resistors if I read the data sheet right.
100k to what? Ground?
To ground, I think, yeah. Now, maybe you can check this.
Okay, so pin 1 to ground reads like some sort of so in the positive direction it conducts after what 1.8 volts roughly, 1.6, and the back it like breaks down to about half a volt. So the one in the negative direction, that's the one going downwards, that's the negative quadrant. That's like a protection diode.
I'm just filming here.
Yeah. And pin 5, did you say?
I already lost this, yeah.
Okay, so pin 5 in the positive direction, it's open. In the negative direction, it has like a breakdown at 0.6. That'd be a protection diode, 0.6.
Probably.
Yeah, clamping diode type thing.
Yeah. Tim's asked, pin 8 when you put it in your tester. Well, I think on the tester we don't have pin 8 connected. But I need to go into the
okay, if you move your camera over to me. So that's the black lead is in, this is pin 4, this is pin 8, okay? If you go back to the trace, we see something on pin 8.
Yeah, we did before, yeah.
Okay, right, if we go to one on this board, so if you come back, if you show me again, this is the PCB. This is the way up, but that is pin 4. And this is pin 8. And it reads open. So it's open. So whatever we're seeing is inside that chip.
Well, again,
it's inside that chip between ground and 8, but it isn't inside this one.
Again, different manufacturing things.
I wouldn't have thought so.
And no connected means don't put anything on here, so you normally don't.
Yeah.
This is how I would interpret this.
Yeah, but the point being,
if they connect the thing to some backplane thing,
yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. But if you look at these chips on here, if that reads open from 4 to 8,
yep, but it's
then the other one must.
different manufacturer.
Oh, so what you're saying is because it's a no connection pin, it doesn't really matter.
Right, what does the datasheet say? Okay, I get you to the datasheet, guys. Second PC.
Yeah, so what Det suggested is pin 8, which is no connection.
Well, there was a internal schematics in there somewhere.
There was, let's have a look.
Roll a bit down. There you go. And this is probably where Londoc got the 100 kilo ohms from. Offset.
Yeah, he's talking about these two. Yeah, because if you look on the chip itself, you have offset N1, in, out, and you have two offsets.
Yeah.
1 and 5, and then you have in 2 and 3, and out on 6, and the other ones are power. All I can say is between 4 and 8, they're completely different. The one in the PCB reads open. And no matter what's in parallel with that, you can't make it look open, if you see what I mean. No component in parallel on the board would make that look open.
Should I tell you something? They don't work. This is all I need to know.
Okay. Do you know what was that? What it was?
I know you like to play around with the curve tracer thingamajig, but I know they don't work. And every minute, if this would be a job, I'd say don't waste time on this. You maybe can do this on your free time, but figuring out what this chip is such a time hog. This is such a rabbit hole. There's warnings everywhere. Don't go there. Rabbit hole, rabbit hole, rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So you can spend days probably with this and don't get any smarter. So
yeah. Did any of you guys watching buy one of these? And has it arrived yet? Fake TL071 Edwin. Okay, what we do know is that these chips fail at a fairly low voltage.
Let it go.
And the LM358 will handle plus and minus 16 or plus and minus 20. And they're failing at a much lower voltage than that. LM358. I'd love to know what they are. And also, if they were LM358s, then when I plugged them into the op-amp tester, they would work. No, actually...
This doesn't have a CPU.
No, they wouldn't work because the LM358 is... Oh! According to that then, if the LM358s, right, let's disprove this straight away. No, that's a good comment. Right, LM358. So, the op-amp tester, can we get it on the... on the camera?
I'm lost here.
Can we get the op-amp tester
overhead? Yeah,
that
go for the overhead.
Right, okay. So if the LM358, that's a dual op-amp, if I plug them into the dual op-amp socket, they'll work.
Ooh.
Yeah. So let's just power the thing up again. I'll set the voltage down at about 9 again. This thing was meant to run off a 9-volt battery, so 9 volts. I'll go grab an LM358 to prove the point. So those go in here. Things lit up. Right, LM358. Okay, 1 moment. I think this is an LM358. Probably better check. Can we get to the microscope? I can just tell the guys.
Yeah, you need to switch to the other view on the browser.
I think you can take my word for it. That is not an LM358. I have so. That's in the wrong place. Let me just find an LM358 for you guys. And then there's an LM358. Right, switch view then on here. So we have one LM358 there.
Ooh.
Okay, one LM358. So go to the tester. We stick it in the dual amp socket. And they're both flashing red, which means it's sourcing current, and now they both flash green, which is sinking current. So it can both source and sink. Okay? So if we take one of our mystery chips, if it's an LM358,
You're learning on the keyboard over there.
Oops, sorry. If I were down 358, it's just Carlos, isn't it? Okay, right, plug it into the socket. Oh! There you go.
Interesting.
So we'll just take this under the microscope.
You maybe want to get the shot in.
How do I do it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so this is the TL071.
So it's an LM358.
It's an LM358, yeah, go back to this thing.
Well, it's a op amp with a layout like an LM358.
Yes, it's a dual op amp.
Yeah. So they actually gave you a better chip than you ordered.
Yeah, they did it.
Yeah, you just ordered a one thing. Yeah, and they gave you two.
Yeah. LM358 or some equivalent dual op amp, because this is a basic tester. Well done. Who came up with that one? Who came up with it?
I have no idea. You read this.
PM Chris got a second tester. All dual channels should offer both expert. I'll come to that in a minute. Who came up with the LM358? Come on, who was it, guys? Edwin. Edwin 4 is there. Down. Edwin. Edwin, well done. Google fake. Yeah, could be an LM358. You're right. They're exactly LM358. Or some equivalent of that.
But this again brings me back to why.
Why? Yeah, why? Why mark LM358 or equivalent of?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice that they are giving you two instead of one op amps and one packaging, but why? This could be only a fake labeling or a wrong labeling in the factory. Because again, the amount of work to put in there to get one of these chips and scratch off the surface, do a new laser or print.
These are out of sync, by the way. It's not a fault with the chip. It's because you're independent testers of the capacitors and resistors. So when you plug it in, it makes two oscillators. That's why. So that's why they go out of sync sometimes. Just independent. Well done, guys. Who's learnt something there? Because I've learnt something.
Buy it, Mauser.
Yeah. Well done. Mystery solved. Yeah, absolutely mystery solved. I wonder if
so now your procedure, if this doesn't work, you simply drop it into the other.
Yeah. So
socket and see.
Those ones we thought we killed.
They're probably alive.
They're probably alive. I mean, they got stuck at one end or the other, and we thought we.
This is why process control is so great. Blonde, yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that, we haven't actually killed any of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you put them into some circuitry right now, these ones where you need LM358, you can make some people really sweat. If you try to repair this, you never get around this.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, people try to repair it by fitting the TL071.
Oh, there's an LM, there's a TL.
Yeah, I mean there could be some obscure dual op amp that nobody wants to buy, but in that case, if you're going to relabel them, you'd relabel them as LM358, wouldn't you?
I can't tell. Maybe I need to go to China and learn how the chip things there work.
Oh, okay, that's my 358. I just took it on there, but amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm afraid that's all the toys. After asking us anything now.
Oh yeah, it's 15 minutes, so this works.
Oh, scroll up a little bit. So I think PM Crisp, you said you actually have two of these now. Did you say you'd ordered the second one? Yeah, down a bit.
Was this so long ago?
Down, down a little bit more. The second one arrives tomorrow, PM Crisp. Second one of these. Oh, did you have one that didn't work? Is that what it was?
That's good. There are good batteries in there, by the way. Yeah, someone read the one instead of a two.
TL072.
This could be a thing too. Yeah, yeah. First one sent back. Okay, was this the same error like Richard had with the no red line thing? Get the Tipex out.
Yeah. That would make sense because a TL072 would actually work in the tester. Wow.
Okay, Priam had the same error like you had with us.
Yeah, with no red line, yeah. After a
Weird.
very short period of time. I mean, the good news is the second one has kept on working. It's continued to work.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Knock on wood and stuff. Yeah.
I can't believe we figured out what those op amps are between us.
Well, I wouldn't trust them with anything anyways, because I don't know what they are. If they are LM358 or
TL072
yeah, or whatever obscure op amp. Yeah.
Well, if we get the curve tracer and we take one of the TL071s and one of the LM358s, will they look the same? Come on. Come on, you guys, you must want to see this.
Nope. But that's just me.
Who doesn't want to see this? Okay, come on, camera. Curve tracer.
I'm just sitting here doing the camera view.
So, the bottom one, let me just tell you which, the bottom one is the...
That I can't see the microscope.
I'll tell them. The bottom one is the LM358.
The second I switch over, it's just...
Sorry. That's the LM358. I'm sure you'll believe me on that one. So, if we go from ground... They should look different because the 071 would be... 072 is a FET input. So that reads like that. Can we connect to it? Oh, never mind. That reads like that. That reads the same. Here to the third one up. Reads the same. Oh, does that read the same? Yeah. To the top. Reads like that. Yeah, they all look the same. Other side. So ground to here. It's the same. I think I have some TL072s. That looks the same as well. That was like one of them. And that's like that on this one. Yeah, same as well. One of them. They look the same as each other. Let me find the TL072 if I have it.
What did you guys start it there?
I'm not sure I have one, but we can... You say if I don't have one. So I don't know if they are TL072, but the TL072 is a FET input, so I expect it to look different.
The war of the chips.
Yeah. Okay, ask us anything, guys.
Come on, we can do a bit of cleanup here. Yeah.
We can.
Yeah, ask us anything, please. Periscope up.
Please don't do this again. Will you please not do this again? Ask us anything. I'm still amazed.
Yeah, I know you are. Richard, if I may ask, what kind of business are you and or your wife running there? Go.
So, well, obviously, YouTube is a business. The repair work I do is also a business, and my wife works with a lot of the expats, British people who want to watch British TV over here, so she sorts that out. And that's about it, really. Some hotels. I used to do a lot of satellite dish installation and cabling and wiring, but I decided when I reached a certain age I was going to retire from that. What's the average temperature? Oh, Julie, my wife, she also handles all the affiliate sales, which is becoming a bit of a business in its own as well. So we can have like lots of different...
Julie's getting rich.
Yeah. Average temperature there in Gran Canaria, FX Clinic. At the moment, it's been in the kind of like mid-30s.
Well, this morning it was really cold. We had actually bad weather, so we had a cloudy sky this morning.
Yeah, it didn't rain, just a cloudy sky.
And we were thinking, okay, this is winter already.
It was 20 something. Yeah, okay, so we're not getting the very, very high temperatures like you have in the mainland, southern of the peninsula, Spain and Portugal and Greece. They're getting, no, not Pirate TV, Chris. The very high temperatures in Greece and Spain and Portugal, yeah.
Yeah, this is really bad. Yeah.
Those are really bad.
Canary Islands are pretty stable. Well, you know, when you come here, you know it's getting warm in the summer. So if you have a problem with 32 degrees, this is not your island.
Yeah.
But this is summer. Well, you know.
Yeah.
And we have a very constant temperature here. So I remember when in Germany, when you had nights where it was over 20 degrees, you were going, okay, I'm going to die here because I'm sweating like a pig. And over here, I sleep under my large pillow because it's cold with 22 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but so in winter here, it's normally about 21, 22 in the daytime, and night gets down to about 14.
yeah, this is really cold.
This is really cold, centigrade. So 40, yeah, and highs of 21, 22. But if you get a Kalima in the winter, it could be 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kalima would be if the Passat from the Sahara catches up and do some strange things, and then you get really high temperature.
Oh yeah, positive season. But yeah, Carter, it never goes. Lowest you ever get here is about 14 on the coldest night in winter. It's very, very unusual to have a day when it doesn't reach 20. I mean, even in winter, probably the number of days in a year it doesn't at least reach 20. You can count them on one hand.
Yeah.
I mean, if it only gets to 19 or 18, the cats don't go out. My cat won't go out. It's like, and then in the summer, nights are normally 24, 25 or thereabout, and daytime 30ish, a bit over.
Yeah, I remember in Germany you always had a temperature swing of about 10 degrees at least from night to day.
Yeah.
And over here this is maybe
about 7 degrees.
No, less. This is 5 to 6 degrees.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And this is way nicer than Germany because, well, we have 330 sunny days around here, roughly.
Yeah, 330 sunny days. Yeah. And on the cloudy days, it's not black and overcast and horrible.
No,
It's just it's like just a light, hazy.
Yeah, you go outside and think, oh, where's the sun? Well, we're still the sun down here. Yeah.
But even on the cloudy days, it'll reach 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My data came from the Wolfsburg of the hour. Yes, as X-Men.
Yeah. So this is why a lot of the local chicks don't wear very much here.
Yeah, this in fact affects the local looks of the women quite dramatically. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we saw something this morning.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Actually, looked like she was wearing nothing from the waist down, but she actually had a skirt on. But it was like,
yeah, this was a very
it's like a pelmet.
Yeah.
I've never seen a girl in such a short skirt as this thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was short for even for Gran Canaria. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, when she got a jacket on, you thought she wasn't wearing one.
Yeah.
Gordon's been 13 times. Gordon, so next time you're going to come and see us?
Yes, I think we say this every time. Yeah. To Gordon. Yeah. A bell. This was a thing. Yeah. Dark Depth. I guys have one more month. Yes, I know. Are you here when we're doing the live stream? Dark Depth. Dark Depth with Eric.
Oh, it's Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric's been here several times.
Yeah. Wait, there was somebody else. Oh yeah, Gordon asked me, are you doing more programming chips? Currently not. Currently, absolutely not. Currently, I'm very lazy. I'm really lazy. I actually got together some graphics card and a fast CPU, and when I get a keyboard, I probably slap together something that can do AI.
Yeah, I've had the 12th gen. The one I got from the car boot sale, so it was like €40. It was a 12th gen i5 with 16 gig of DDR4, and it had NVMe.
Yeah.
So I said to Dad, well, just pay me what I paid for it, which was 40. And then you guys remember that RTX 3060, the one I repaired, that came from the car boot sale?
With a tiny logic chip on there.
With a tiny logic chip on.
These.
So this one cost 50, 55 by the time I'd fixed it. So I just said to Dad, just pay me what it cost me, and add them.
Yep.
So not making profit from friends. So Dad's now got a machine can play. Because you're on there 1080 monitor HD.
Yeah, the one we just ordered.
So that'll play a lot of games. So I won't see Dad after that.
No, I don't do that. I play in the band, which is frustrating, but we get there. Okay, what more do we have? Guys, ask us questions. We still have 6 minutes to fill. Yeah. Going to equipment, something. Errors in design. Okay, lawn dog I didn't follow. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, we can tell the guys what we are going to do. So, I have coming from AliExpress as an affiliate or a. Can we find this thing?
Which thing?
The oscilloscope.
I sent you a WhatsApp with that, and
It was a 01 or something.
oh, one. Yeah, that could be. I'll try to figure it out. Wait a second. Oh, sorry for clicking, guys. This is not nice. I did send you a link. Now I need to find you. Oh, there you are.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah, if we just find out which mod, I'll tell you what we have coming.
Over on, this is a ADS 800A.
800 ADS.
Yeah, ADS 800A.
Let me show you what we have coming. We're going to make some videos with this. 800A.
Oh, no, ADS 824A. Go for this. 824.
4A.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah?
I think so. I'll get you guys over there.
Okay, so AliExpress asked me to review a few other things. I actually get to choose what I review with AliExpress. They just put some money on the account and then say pick a few items. So Detlef came up with this one. So this is a bit more expensive than what I would normally review. But there's a few models of this as well. So we have the
24, this one, yeah.
That was the one, wasn't it? Yeah, the 200 megahertz one, that one.
Yeah.
So this is more expensive kit. It has a touch screen, but what does it do?
It has 8 HDMI out. Yes!
HDMI output.
Yeah, so you can capture directly the screen without filming the screen. You simply plug in a HDMI to USB converter, and you got a crisp, clear picture.
Yeah, so this will help me with my videos, so I won't have to point a camera at the scope anymore. But this does something else, doesn't it?
Yes.
Protocol.
Protocol analyzer, at last I get my protocol analyzer, yeah. We came about this because we were talking about the anything you need to know about.
Yeah, all
series.
you need to know about.
Yeah.
And I said, let's do an all you need to know about I2C. And while we do this, all you need to know about SPI, and Det said, oh, one way. But Det said there isn't much to know about ISP, I2C. But as I pointed out, I know what you guys are not familiar with this type of stuff. So we're going to get that scope here, and we can have a look at the I2C buzz and CAN buzz as well as another one it does. So this will actually show you on the scope the waveform. It also analyzes the protocol, and it shows you in, as it gets hex code, I guess.
It tells you over the year you can set it up for decode ASCII or something.
This code will actually show you what data is going backwards and forwards. So I will be doing, with Det's help, at least 2 or 3 videos there. All you need to know about I2C, all you need to know about SPI. So hopefully you guys be interested in that.
This is going to be great. Yeah, this is actually a scope I like.
Lin buzz, I don't know about Lin buzz.
I think it does. Kaluka. If you go for what's this thing? ADS. No, he scrolls away. ADS 824A from 01. Yeah.
There's an 814 and there's an 824.
No, you want a big one. That's the big one.
Yeah, that's the one we're going to get. Yeah.
Wasn't this the one a black one?
Okay.
Now I'm asking important questions.
So we're going to have a play with a higher end scope, see what we can do with it, and how it compares with the cheaper ones.
And then at last you get HDMI out. I really like the
HDMI output. That's great.
Yeah, because
I think
filming this is always not so nice, and this way you can go really crisp. And it has a touch screen, so you don't have to fiddle around with the buttons. You simply go zoom in there, move this over there.
Yeah,
I'm looking like Tom Cruise in the Minority Report.
Yeah, really good protocol analyzer. Check out the Dream Source. I have here one of the Solea Logic 16s, which is a good protocol analyzer and logic analyzer, but you have to attach it to your PC. It's a USB device. The idea of using this scope is you can actually see the waveform as well, and it's a self-contained device.
FX Clinic. This is probably something for the Linuxes, both Dutches. Do you know that nice budget audio spectrum analyzer? Your phone maybe,
I don't know much about this.
Your phone, my friend. Who's this guy? Adrian Black. He did a video last time. He always repairs some old thingamajigs, and he had some monitor, some old Mac, I think it was one of the current ones, and he used the spectrum analyzer to figure out if the 17 kilohertz,
Yeah.
whatever is generated in there, if it was there. And he used the audio spectrum analyzer. Look for his videos. This should be a thing. Spectroid, SX Man. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Dave Sage, no way to unsubscribe from what?
This is
Since I'm on the desktop, actually, join into.
he's talking about the intro screen. Yeah.
Oh.
I would like to unsubscribe from this reality. What's the
oh. I like it. Yeah.
So
Okay, guys. Yeah, we're done. We're done tonight. So see you in 2 weeks. Hopefully with Carlos.
Hopefully with Carlos. Carlos, if you're watching.
Yeah. Salute.
Salute, mate. See you around and broadcast. Yes.